Yo, 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 what's good, people? Good afternoon. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, I've got to tag my stream. What is good, everyone? Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, wherever you are. Hello. You ready to make some money? Start of the new week. Big week this week. It is obviously a CPI and PPI week, the two biggest pieces of news for America and in the world, really. It's up there with FOMC and stuff like that, which is also American. But this week we are having PPI and CPI Thursday, Friday this week. Very big week fundamentally. After this week, it kind of just starts to die down a bit, and then you have the regular routine of half one, half two news. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for this week. Fundamentally, we're going to look at the fundamentals in 1 second. Just let me tag everyone in this. There we go. Okay, so we should be good to go. Let me just check the audio. After this week, it kind of just starts to die down a bit, and then you have the regular routine. Yes, we are good. What is good, people? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Are we ready to make some money? Like up the stream. Don't forget the YouTube business, guys. If you're new here, subscribe. Check out the free Discord. All that good stuff. You know where to go. First link in the description. Make sure you like the stream, guys. Really does help me out. Hate to say it, but I've got to ask the YouTube business. But we should be good to go now. We are live and we are ready to make some money. So we are on GBP/JPY on the monthly. But before we look at any charts, what do we need to look at first? The fundamentals. You should know this by now. We always check the fundamentals. The second we get onto the charts, we look at the fundamentals. Good afternoon, guys. Good morning. How are we all doing? New York open 2 minutes ago. Right, so fundamentals, forexfactory.com. If you don't know about the website, now you do. Use it. What is on here? Is there any red folder news? No, we are good to go. Monday, nothing. Tomorrow, we've got a bit of red folder at 7 and a bit of 10 past 1, which is a very strange time. Wednesday, 7 a.m. Half 1 CPI. Thursday, PPI. Then it dies down again on Friday. So key takeaways from that. Monday, Friday, no red folder. Tuesday isn't really too bad. Wednesday and Thursday are the two biggest days of the week. And I'm probably not going to trade. I'll still stream, but I'm not going to trade around those times, around half 1. Wednesday and Thursday. Other than that, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday are all clear to trade. Unless you're trading at 10 past 1, which is, again, very strange time. But yeah, specifically today, the 9th of September, nothing to worry about at all. It's almost the end of the day anyway. And we've had the majority of news. It's pretty much all just JPY stuff. I think it's following on from last week. Now, going on to the charts. On the monthly, we don't really need to look at the monthly again on GJ because we already know that a bearish fair value gap has formed and being respected. Once we've analysed this and just had a small recap, we're going to actually clean up the charts. So don't worry about that if it's getting a bit messy for you. Just give us 1 second. Right, okay. Sorry about that. We are good to go now. So we don't really need to check the monthly. We already know what's going on there. We're 1 week into September. We're coming into the second week, as we know, through the fundamentals. So we have actually held the respect of this fair value gap. We have actually held it, and we've closed bearish, which is great now. Perfect candle here, as you can see. Pretty much is an evening star candlestick pattern. Now, the average one or the typical guy who will teach you what a candlestick is and what evening candlestick patterns are will just draw this, and he'll be like, yeah, bullish candle up, bearish candle down, doji candle. But in fact, you can have multiple dojis. Like, you can have an unlimited number of dojis between the bullish and the bearish candle. It does not really matter. And because of that, or for that reason, that is why this is actually an evening star candlestick pattern, believe it or not. Bullish engulfing, doji, kind of a doji, and then bearish engulfing. Obviously, we've got a dragonfly doji right here, coming off of this small fair value gap over here, but again, not really much So on the weekly, bearish, forming also a bearish fair value gap on the weekly. We formed a bearish fair value gap on the weekly here, come into that and respected it. As you can see, we've already got that drawn. We came into that and respected it. You know, we are looking pretty bearish, pretty bearish now. Good afternoon, guys. How are we all doing? Make sure to like the stream if you're new here. Make sure to subscribe. Join the free Discord. This is my analysis on GJ and all the other pairs you can see on the right-hand side. So, GJ, monthly, still the same. Weekly, formed a bearish fair value gap and respected it. Now, we are also on the third candle of a bearish fair value gap here, as you can see. We've got the 1, the 2, and the 3. The second is bearish, making it a bearish fair value gap. We just need to make sure that the bottom wick of the first and the top wick of the bottom do not overlap. As long as they do not overlap when that candle closes, that will be a valid bearish fair value gap, which is obviously good for us because we are in a swing trade. Remember that? We are still in that swing trade from the other day. I think this is the actual position. We are targeting this external liquidity here. Why are we targeting external? Because E and I aligns. Every single external is also an internal, but not every internal is an external. So always target in. If you looked at the story and were a bit confused, that's what I mean. You know, you want to target where you want to put your take profit where E and I overlap or align. Where external and internal overlap. So, what's actually going on here? So we are still in the swing trade. It's going well. £100 up. Blah, 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 blah. On our way to take profit. Great. What I'm going to do here is move to break even on the swing trade. Managing that. Just getting that out the way there, guys. If you're in the swing trade, I am moving to break even. Why? There's no point risking stuff I don't need to lose anymore. Let me just switch to the charts. Yep, I think I'm already break even. Yeah, I was already break even. But yeah, now we are officially break even. So that is that. Then we're going to go and basically just get rid of a bunch of stuff. So, like, around here, we don't really need this. We're going to keep this fair value gap down here, simply just because we still haven't come back to it yet. So that's our target for the if we continue bearish. We can keep this monthly, keep the weekly. We can get rid of this. We don't really need the external AMD there. We can get rid of the distribution too, right? Okay. Now, this is a lot cleaner already, which is good. Then we go to the 4 hour and see what's going on there. Get rid of that first things. Get rid of that second. Right, okay. Now, what's actually happened inside of here? So, in here, I took a trade, and then we go to the 15 minutes. So, I took a trade here at like 6 in the morning. Then, when price started going down here, I started basically analyzing still and basically seeing that we manipulated to the downside after accumulating. So that like actual manipulation put me off completely. So I moved my stop loss to break. I moved my stop loss to break even, and then we got wicked there. Same thing happened on Bitcoin. I took a trade around here at 6 o'clock at the same time. But then we see in AMD, we had our accumulation here, manipulate to the downside and distribute to the upside. So we had that. Gold. What do I need to say? Perfect take profit placement. But first, we're looking at GJ. So what is going on here? So there is this trade, which is still, pretty good option. It's just whether or not we're going to actually continue down, because we've had this accumulation, we've had the manipulation, and then we've had the distribution, and we've had the X phase as well, which is the fourth phase of AMD. We've had that phase, or in the phase. So to call a continuation here is a bit risky, but we could do it and target this internal liquidity over here. Now that would not be too much of an issue, as there is no fair value gaps to the left hand side. There's one here, but we've already started to disrespect that, so we don't really need to look at that too much. I'm actually just going to get rid of... I'm not too sure what... yes. That was my previous position. I'm going to actually get rid of that. And we can keep this up. But what I'm seeing is this fair value gap here. You've probably already seen that. So if we start respecting that, then maybe. If you go to the 1 minute, look for some form of candlestick patterns. Obviously, we have that evening star candlestick pattern, so we could have took a sell entry right up above here. Obviously, we are a bit late to that party. But yeah, we'll give it 5 minutes, see how this candle closes. If it closes like this, actually, I think I'm just going to get in now. I don't know whether to risk it for the biscuit. What are we saying, chat? Should I get in or not? I think I might just wait for this candle to close. Although looking at the 5 minute, we are just pushing down. We were just pushing down. Is it worth getting in here or getting in at the close of the 5 minute? What do we say? What do we say? We've come and respected this fair value gap, so I'm going to get in right now. As you can see, there's a 5 minute there. Let me just get in. There we go. There's a 5 minute fair value gap right here, which we've came into and respected, as you can see. So there really isn't anything else that's up here that we've got to come back to. So I am actually going to take this. I'm risking 0.5% this time, though, guys. But let me just set my take profit and stop loss, and we'll see how this trade plays out. I am targeting the internal liquidity over here on the 15. We're targeting the internal liquidity over here. If we just draw this out. Oh. So we just draw this out. So we are targeting this area here. This is our target. This is our target zone. There's nothing in between us, like no fair value gaps in between us and our take profit. There is also an LTA. We've got that M pattern. We've got that move up with no pauses, then the M, and now hopefully a move down back to this liquidity over here with no pauses. Let me just set my take profit. So 186,490. 186,490. And my stop loss is just above the 5 minute high, and that's a bit risky. What I'm going to do is just for safety, I'm going to push it back a little tiny bit, just above this fair value gap here, which gives us a bit more wiggle room. And we're going to put it realistically though. My stop loss really should be all the way up here. I didn't actually think about that until I was in the trade. My bad there. That's actually a lesson that I've learned today. I'm going to note that down and put that in my journal, but just give me 1 second. 187,614 is my stop loss as well. We'll see how this trade goes. I'm already £100 up. Right then, let's see how this goes, guys. Come on. Wait. Oh wow, you thought to wait. I mean, fair play, but let's see what happens, innit? Right, so this is the trade on GJ. It's the expansion phase. We've broke past the accumulation already. We've come back up to this 15 minute and the 5 minute, respected both of them and completely rejected. We've got nothing to the left hand side that's keeping us up. So we should pretty much just free fall down to here. I'm going to just colour this in. What colour did we go with last time? It was yellow, so we'll just do yellow. Right, so we've got this now. We've got this trade open. We're going to let it play out and see what happens. Now we're going to move on to other pairs. So Bitcoin, I'm not really seeing much here. I'm going to stay away from this, I think, for today. We are just accumulating at the moment. So I'd be looking for some form of manipulation. Manipulation where? Well, if we go to the daily time frame, you can see that we're inside a daily fair value gap, which isn't the best, but it would align with a manipulation to the upside. So if we manipulate up, then we could distribute down, and that would all align. So where would we manipulate up to? There is a fair value gap up here, which could be our target. But it also does look like there's a couple fair value gaps overlapping. Let me just... Right, okay. So I'd look to manipulate up into here. And then once we've manipulated, we can look at candlestick patterns and start taking that sell position there. And that's how that would play out. I'm going to stay away from this, because obviously we are just accumulating now. It's not really There's no point trying to chase this or waiting for anything. It's too late in the day. I've made my profits on gold, which we'll go over in a minute. But yeah, that's it. I did actually take a trade on this morning. I think I just did actually explain this, but I took a trade. We ended up basically accumulating here, and the same thing that happened on GJ happened here. So basically, I seen that like there was AMD that I'd basically misidentified or unidentified even. So I decided to move my stop loss to break even and hope for the best. And that's what happened. So we got took our break even here, and we got took our break even on GJ as well. What's going on GJ? Let's have a quick look. Okay, nice. Come on, keep going. Keep going. We could have waited. We could have waited. You got a slightly better entry because we didn't wait. But I think the trade-off there, it would have been safer to wait, wouldn't it? Safer to wait just for that like extra like pip. Or sorry, a riskier entry just for that extra pip or two. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not really worth the trade. So we could have waited. Oh well, we're in the trade. We're up. Let's let it play out. So Bitcoin, no trade. We're accumulating. We'll be looking to manipulate in either direction. Then on gold, we did take a trade this morning, and it was easy take profit placement. Super simple. Triple S, super simple. And yeah, if you didn't make any money off this, you're a maggot. What can I say? You're a maggot. You missed. So we had this distribution move, and then we had the expansion move straight after it. So I could have took a buy position willingly, simply just because I know that my take profit placement is goated. It is the best. But then there's also the other things, like fair value gaps that we formed here. Obviously, is inside this one. You could have took a buy position. I wouldn't have. But based on my stop loss placement and my take profit placement, I would have just took a buy position right here. Now, this trade, how does this work? This is a bunch of different time frames all aligning together, and that's why this trade was so perfect. So, what had actually happened? We've got a fair value gap here, which I think is the 4-hour or the weekly maybe. And we've got a liquidity we accumulated over here on Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. Last week, we accumulated, manipulated to the downside, which I called, said we were going to manipulate into this fair value gap. We did, then we bounced off of it. And I think I might have caught buy position up here. I'm not sure. I think I caught buys and took take profit here. I can't really remember. Anyway, regardless, I knew that the distribution move was going to be up here. We were going to take out liquidity. It was a very high possibility of happening, very high chance of happening. So we did that eventually, but we did that actually in the manipulation phase of the second cycle of AMD, which happened. So we had this accumulation here, then we manipulated to the upside, took out this liquidity, then we distributed to the downside. Now, in all fairness, I was looking to take out this external liquidity over here, but then I went to a lower time frame, found this internal liquidity here, and decided to basically just close at the close of the candle. So what actually happened here was I didn't have a take profit. I just waited for price to break past this line, then close. And if you see that, I literally got maximum profits. Literally, you can see I closed my trade specifically like here. Then we flipped and continued up. Look at that take profit placement. Why did it go here? Because external aligned with internal. We had the 1 hour liquidity here. We also had the 15, the 5 minute, all that kind of stuff. So external really was aligning up with the internal structure. And that's why I placed my take profit there. I just knew that, we were going to take liquidity. We could melt down to here, but odds are we're going to reverse back up and come to this buy side up here. We did actually come out, take the highs, but we haven't come and took the lows yet. So there is that. But I made $1,000 off this trade, which has made me, for the week, to be honest with you, I don't need to trade for the rest of the week. I'm up stupendous amounts of money the past couple of weeks. But yeah, we move gold. No position really. We are coming into the accumulation phase. New Zealand JPY. So I did say we were going to accumulate here, I think, and we ended up doing the complete opposite. But that's because of news. That's simply just because of news. We had NFP, I think it was, on Friday. We had NFP at 1:30 or something, or 3 o'clock, or there was some news at 3 o'clock which messed this up. So we had that news. You know, we had the relief, okay, yeah, going down. Then we consolidated, and since then we've consolidated. So you can see that my analysis would have been right if, regardless, well, it is right. It would have been right, regardless of if we had news or not. We had the news move, then consolidated. We would have consolidated if we didn't have news. So again, I called the consolidation. I caught this. I think I actually got took out. I can't remember. There's just lots of trades here. I think I got took out. I can't remember. Oh, what's GJ doing? It's on 0.6. All right, that candle's flipped. Oh well. Yeah, so on USD CAD, I said we were going to have this distribution move up and then accumulate. So now that we're accumulating, this is the same situation with New Zealand JPY as well. Now that we are accumulating, we are looking for the manipulation, which can either be in this direction or in this direction. And I'm not going to say what trades are available, or we're not going to say, you know, you can take buys when this happens and you can take sells when price goes down. I'm not going to say anything until we manipulate. That's it. Whatever direction we manipulate, look to trade in the opposite direction. You can pair it with a bias if you want to. But that's it. That's it really. You know, just wait for price to finish accumulating and then take that position. What's going on with New Zealand? Same thing, isn't it? In fact, no, it is not the same thing at all. We've had 2 cycles of AMD here. I'm about to draw it up for you now. So we got cycle 1. Why was that orange and that one's yellow? Cycle 1, accumulation 1, manipulation number 1, and distribution number 1. And then obviously the expansion phase. Then accumulation, manipulation to the upside, and distribution to the downside. Simple, simple, simple as. And because we are coming out of the distribution phase, there's not really much going on here. We're not going to try and take any trades. That's pretty much it. We've come into this fair value gap, I suppose, and respected it, but we haven't really got much of a reaction off of it. So I'm just going to leave that. I think it is kind of aligning with the GJ, which says to me that the JPY must be getting a bit stronger now. But that's that. That is it, guys. You know, a nice chill life again. I'm still... I can't read the comments here. I'm still holding on to sell. Sells on what? Sorry, was it GJ or this New Zealand JPY? Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. You know, I've got nothing else to discuss now. We're going to let this trade play out. I'll post it in the free Discord. Right, okay. I'll post my results in the free Discord. Post how this plays out in the free Discord server, in the free chat. I'm risking 0.5%, so it's not even the end of the world. I'll still be up for today if I lose, which is crazy numbers. So yeah, that's it. We're going to let this play out now, guys. And I will see you when I make some profits. Thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will catch you tomorrow at the same time. Don't forget to share some analysis into the free Discord. Don't forget to like the stream as well. If I've obviously provided you some value. Helps me out loads. The YouTube business. If you're new here, click the first link in the description. Click the second link to get the free course. Although I think the free course is gone now. Yeah, the free course is gone, sorry. The free course is gone. It will still be there, the link. but you will not be able to join. It is out of stock. It is full. The only place you can learn AMD now is the Fast Track Trading full course or the Discord. So join one of those things. Both of the links to those things are there. Like up the stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Thanks for tuning in, and have a lovely rest of your day.